Did you know that baseball cards were first printed in the 1860s? I just learned this because I've just started to get into it. This led me to wonder, what is the process of making a baseball card, and how has the business of baseball cards changed over time? To answer the first part of this question, the process is pretty long. Sports card companies start off by signing individual contracts with every MLB player during spring training. Next, every player has a photo session. There's a decision on which photo is the best, which background is the best, and what special features are best for the card. Some special features that go on the card are foil, hologram, and special paper. After that, outside companies produce the cards, then Topps cuts and ships them to some distributors, and sometimes they sell it on their website. After doing some research and talking to Scott Sweeney from Madison Dearborn Partners, I learned that you don't need to have a license to become a distributor, but you just need to have a relationship with Topps and a sports card store. If you have both of those, you can place orders from Topps on a discount and sell them at your store for as much as you want. But going back to the first step, there's a lot more getting permission than just an MLB player signing a piece of paper. It is really important that sports card companies get permission from the player or league to make a card so they don't get fined and have to pay extra money. When sports card companies use images, you pay a licensing fee or royalty. Usually the fee is around $5,000, and that fee goes to an athlete or organization. How has the industry changed over years though? Well, as you already know, sports cards were first printed in the 1860s, but they were just pieces of cardboard with drawings on them. 1909 to 1915 was known as the golden era for sports cards. But by the 1940s, when World War II came, paper became scarce and sports cards became less popular. By the 1980s, sports cards became hot again, but there were about 6 or 7 new companies that came to the market and made a bug their own baseball cards. The more cards made, the less special and less valuable each card will be. There's a bunch of cards early here at the industry, so by the 1990s, sports cards became less popular and most companies went out of business. But in today's sports world, there's talk about sports cards everywhere. And when I spoke with a sports card expert, Scott Sweeney, we discussed how sports cards will change in the next couple of years. He said we are starting to see them change a lot. The past couple years, there's been an increased focus on digital cards. New technology will Topps make digital versions of the cards, and the cards are unique and cannot be copied. Just a few months ago, Topps released non-fungible token technology. In the future, Mr. Pasquini thinks most cards will be digital, not physical. You can sell a digital card online, and Topps makes money on the future sales because they can track it. But is the sports card business profitable? If you said yes, then you are correct. It was not in the 1980s and 90s when so many companies were making cards, but now there are contracts. Contracts between MLB Baseball and Topps has allowed Topps to become more profitable and invest more money into creative things. The main reason is because of exclusive contracts, and secondly because people enjoy it as a hobby. But it is also profitable for people who sell cards, not just for people who make cards. It is profitable because value of older cards has gone up. For example, a 1952 Mickey Mantle recently sold for $5.2 million. Hopefully this information taught you a lot. Maybe one day you can start your sports card company. For more information, visit my blog at blog.scarsdustschools.org/angoldorf28 or scan this QR code.